How's it going, everybody? My name is Infamous Isaac, and for me, this is directly after the video I just recorded. But for you guys, it's probably gonna be like a couple days before you see this. But yeah, this is me talking about Jujutsu Kaisen Part 3, I guess, since the other one was Part 2. And this time I'm gonna be talking about the manga again, but more on the Shibuya Incident. And I'm just gonna say this right now, no spoilers whatsoever. I do not want to spoil anything in this arc because it's so good. Like, it's so good. So I'm not gonna be spoiling anything. If you want to read it, I definitely suggest reading it. Like, let me try and preface it, right? Let me try and preface it. So, the Shibuya incident, right? It's an arc that if I had to compare it to anything, it's like the Marley arc in Attack on Titan and the Chimera Ant arc in Hunter x Hunter. Not in the sense of like, oh, it's similar or subject material, but more in the sense that like these arcs wholeheartedly changed the show forever. Like when I watched Marley, it changed. Or when I read Marley, excuse me, before I saw it in the anime, it changed the entire view of the show for me, for Attack on Titan forever. Like after Marley, I could not look at the show the same way. It is not just fighting titans anymore. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than rap. And same for Chimera Ant, right? Like Chimera Ant, like you're right off of the arc Green Island. So it's still like Hunter x Hunter is a kind of a darker show, but at the same time it has its things. So it's fun. It's a shonen type thing or close to it. But Chimera Ant just like my goodness. First of all, it's super long. So they have a lot of content in it. So it changes completely from what it started. But also it's the fact that like you just go into it and it's like, man, what is going on? What is happening? Who are these people and why are they doing this? Ants. Like actual ants. Whatever. Crazy. And the same thing can be said about the Shibuya incident arc in this show. Or manga, I mean. This arc it's crazy. It's literally just crazy. I can't for the life of me begin to even try to explain what it's even about, which is why I'm not even going to try. Because of the like if I spoiled anything on this arc and I just heard somebody from reading it, I would be so disappointed in myself and wouldn't know what to do. I would immediately take down the video. Like I'm not going to spoil anything in this arc. Or to the best of my ability, I'm not going to spoil any major plot points or anything crazy, like nothing. I'm just going to try to skid over the surface and try to get you as to the best of my ability to read this arc because it is so good. Like, let me talk about the length. So this arc is like over 50 chapters. It is extremely long. Like in the anime, I have some doubts, reservations, but at the same time I don't. That like this arc may take up like a season or two because you also have to go over hidden inventory and everything after that before you get to the Shibuya incident. So I don't think that they're gonna be able to cover all of that in a one arc, or excuse me, right, in one season. Like Shibuya incident is just way too big for it to be condensed into one arc, or again one season. And even if you try to like condense it into one full season, like from the beginning of episode 1 to the end of episode like 24, 25, or 26, there's no way like to have that in one full season. You're gonna have some extra episodes in the second or the season, the subsequent season. I mean, like it's just too much. It's just way too much to try and condense it, while still keeping like the same quality, maintaining that like level of quality that the manga had. Shibuya incident, what like the name implies, it's just an incident so big. It's just too much. Like it's too much to even try to condense. it would be disrespectful if you even tried. And then you have the story in and of itself, like it gives me the same Chimera Ant vibes. Like, yo, what is going on? Things just keep escalating more and more. Like, what is happening? like it's in the beginning it's like, all right, it's a little slow. We're trying to build up to it, but at the same time, it's not. Like, it's not slow because like nothing's happening. It's slow because like you're just going through so much. Like, you're switching between multiple characters, looking at everything that's going on, learning more and more about the situation as it evolves, seeing more characters being introduced into the fray. Like, the story is just really big, is what I'm trying to say. Like, and it goes slower because it's so big, which to me, like, it isn't a bad thing because Chimera Ant was the same way, but I like this one better than Chimera Ant. Like, I had high opinion of Chimera Ant, but this arc was crazy. Oh yeah. Especially because of some scenes. Excuse me. Like, Shibuya Incident left me with some memorable scenes, yeah. Some actual memorable scenes. Um, for the characters were at peak form, honestly. Seeing so many of them, seeing some new ones, seeing how some of the characters grew from this incident, seeing how some of them were growing inside of the incident, seeing how they changed from prior arcs to this one. It's not a time skip. I don't want to make it seem like it is, but just like the arc is so big that it feels like a time skip. Like, it's crazy. The characters in the arc, I'm glad they chose all those characters because it definitely did. They definitely deserve to be a part of it. It was so good. It was so good with the character like decisions, choices of them being put in there, how they interact with each other. Oh, oh my goodness, excuse me, I'm so tired. How they interact with the people, the antagonists, like, oh man, it's just too good. And you have the scenes in it. The scenes are the most memorable part of it, and honestly, they come more from like the end, middle to the end, where things start going crazy. Itadori's a goat. I can't even like begin to mention like, yo, he's crazy. And then after that, like, I guess the whole arc as a whole, I enjoyed it. Like, I can't say too much bad about it, except like maybe it was just a little too long. But not because it started to drag on. It's just like it's so much to digest. Like, I don't know how you can digest it. You know, it's like having a burger in like a burger place, and it's just too big. Like, you can't finish it. That's what this arc is. It's so much information that sometimes it can be overwhelming. So on your first read, it's gonna be a lot. You may have to give it a second and maybe even a third read because it's just so much. But oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. Do I think the quality of the arc suffers because of it? No, not at all. I think you can enjoy it on your first read as just as much as you would have on a second and third read. The only reason the other ones will be better is because you get to understand it more, see the actions, the consequences, the characters interacting, understanding scenes better, and having a better like a grip on the story. Like, it's subsequent reads will not hurt you. Like, until like you start reading it ad nauseum, then of course it's gonna stop hurting you or start hurting you. But you know, it's like that with anything. So I uh I don't dock points for that at least. But like I'm some type of reviewer on Anthony Fantano type beat. But yeah, like if I have to give this arc a rating, I would say it's the best arc in the entire like series so far. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, I excuse me for yawning in all these videos so far. Talking like in so many videos and trying to get my opinions out there and thinking just about everything that I read takes a lot of brain power out of me, honestly. Like, I feel like I'm gonna take a nap after I record and upload the first part of this 3-part thing I'm doing. But yeah, the Shibuya incident is gonna be a shorter video. I have no thought in my mind since I'm not talking about the spoilers like I do with usually for everything else. But it's just so good. It's so good. it's the best arc in the series for sure. 100% bar none. It is the best arc in the series, and that is just it's hard to dispute. You know, I my enjoyment of this arc was just so good, so good. Obviously, my opinion, right? It's obviously my opinion. I have to preface that by saying like this is the best arc in the series, in my opinion. So people won't slaughter me if like they like the first arc more than this for some reason. But yeah, you know, this arc I highly like. I highly recommend it if you haven't read it yet. If you do like reading manga, and if you don't, be hyped. Just be hyped for the anime when it comes out, because when it comes out and they start getting to this arc after hidden inventory and all that, and pre-festival, just be excited because you are not prepared. Nobody is prepared for what's about to come. It is insane. So yeah, you know, if I had to leave you guys with anything, I'd say this arc is a 9 at its best, an 8 at its worst. This arc is amazing. It's so good. And the MVP for this arc for sure is Itadori. 100%. It's Itadori. Yuji Itadori is the finals MVP, the regular season MVP. He is unanimous MVP. He got the most improved player of the Year award. He got the best defensive player of the year award. He got the coach of the year award. He got every award known to man. This man is a decorated like uh, achiever, an overachiever at this point. He's cracked, literally cracked. But yeah, you know, like Fate by far, he's the MVP for sure. I cannot say that in good faith and not believe it. But yeah, you know, this arc again. I hope you read it. If you don't read it, then when the anime comes out, please watch it. I can't stress it enough. It's too good. But yeah, you know, after this, I'm gonna talk about the rest of the arcs that are left after the Shibuya incident. Everything that we need to go into, and yeah, that should be that should be it. And after that, I'm caught up, or at least like in video wise, I'm caught up. But yeah, you know, so far I've been really enjoying this. In the next arcs, I'll tell you about them soon. Hope you guys enjoyed, though. If you like, if you just like awesome, sick main characters, you know, that really pulled through in the end, like real SpongeBob niggas, to put it bluntly, then like and subscribe. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stay safe during these trying times, and I'll check y'all out.